Hi, welcome to the nursery. So I didn't fully start working on the design of the nursery until we found out we were having a girl, and that kind of like kick-started my imagination. It was definitely helpful to know that we were having a girl, but I don't think it dictated the whole design. The thing I started with was the paint scheme. So I wanted a paint scheme that felt a little bit different than the rest of the house, but I definitely wanted it to feel in line with the design and the decor and everything that we've chosen for the rest of this entire house. So I started with this really pretty like blue-green seafoam color, and then for the rest of the walls, I went with a really light pink. If the whole room was painted this dark seafoam green color, I think it would be too much. Just like if the whole room was painted pink, I think the pink wouldn't have as much of an impact because you wouldn't have anything to offset it. So together, I think they really play nicely. On this wall, I actually added these strips of MDF. Literally, it's just a drywalled wall with these strips added. So these strips are the only things that we added. This is just the drywall, like all the rest of the walls. But by painting it, it makes it feel like the whole wall was done in like custom woodworking. So this area is the crib. This crib is a really simple crib. It's not expensive. It was just the crib that I liked because it had really nice lines to it. This is actually a leather playmat that this company makes that the kids can play on. You can take it out in the grass, you can wash it. And then these are just little magnetic strips. So if I ever did feel like I didn't want to have this as art anymore, I would just take it down and I could use it as a playmat and hang something else with this same hanger. Okay, so this corner is really my favorite corner. Brett's been calling this the Lactation Station, which is super awkward, but this is the nursing chair. I saw this light and it was outdoors, and I was like, just because it's an outdoor light doesn't mean you can't use it inside. I love that it puts the pattern on the wall as well. So I didn't have to hang anything on this wall because when the light's on, it actually adds some dimension. I already owned this dresser, so I was like, okay, what if I take that and kind of convert it into a changing table? So we changed out the cabinet hardware, and I went with kind of a mix and match approach because I couldn't decide because I liked them all. But I think it adds something. Now the dresser feels like a custom piece of furniture. So this is when I told Brett, which I think is like the cutest thing. So he was at work with the door open, and I video chatted him and showed him the pregnancy test, and he's like, cool, but he couldn't yell. So he had his thumbs up, so that's why his thumb is up. I think it's like the cutest photo. And then this is a recent ultrasound. You can see her little hand, it's so cute, and little ribs. And then this is when we told our dogs, and yeah. To fill this room, I obviously need a really big rug. The thing about a big rug is you want all the furniture to be touching it, and that makes it feel like everything's in the same room. So this couch to me, it's not the couch that I think you would typically pick for a nursery. This is the statement color. I mean, this is the wow factor. And so I think building the rest of the room around this, knowing that we had this bright pop of color, we were okay using neutrals pretty much everywhere else. I have this rule for every space that's new, that you have to add something vintage. So this is an antique wall of crates that is beautiful. It feels like a display almost. I mean, if this wasn't in here, it would still be a beautiful room, but you wouldn't have this texture. You can't recreate this. You have to have something that's old in order to get this like really just like imperfect perfection. And you know, as baby gets older, I'll put baskets in the lower ones so she can't climb up. But for right now, it's just a great place to put all that baby stuff that you get that you don't know what to do with, and it ends up in drawers and you forget about it. I mean, literally, we have like look at these little shoes. I can't even, like they're so cute. The mirror was one of those things that I love the idea of being able to like stand right here with the baby and just like, I'll show you how it's gonna work. So you stand like this, And then all you have to do is just kind of go like this, smile. That's the photo. I mean, that's such a cute photo, and it's like so easy to take a picture with your baby. And what a great way to like remember the different stages of her life. Overall, I'm really proud of this nursery. I think it's a family room. I don't think it's just for Brett and baby and I. I think that grandparents will be in here, friends will be in here. I can't wait to bring the baby home to this room. But yeah, thanks for walking through, and it's time to go have a baby.